Do you have bad posture? Honestly, who doesn't these days? So you should definitely watch this video, because if you don't take care of it now, it'll only get worse over time. It could end up looking really bad for you down the road years from now. So what exactly happens when you have bad posture?
You're about to see the end result. The end result, I'll shock you a little now, but maybe that'll really grab your attention and make you actually deal with it for real. The end result for me, for us at Liebscher-Bracht, actually the rollator, was used in later life with tiny shuffling steps, bent forward in a really poor posture that you can only move around like that. But it starts really early, and don't worry. If you know what to do, start now, take small steady steps and keep at it. You won't end up like that, because you can do a whole lot about it.
Exactly, and that's why this is a video from the very early days, way back then.
Exactly. But first, a quick explanation. If even as a kid, you've got bad posture, maybe you know that about yourself, and your parents keep telling you, stand up straight practically every day. And then you tried, and then you stood up straight for a short, fleeting moment, and you stayed like that only until you forgot to keep trying, or until you simply couldn't maintain the effort any longer. Because bad posture isn't about willpower or unwillingness to stand or walk upright. It's about habits, muscle tension, and how your body learned to hold itself. But it's actually caused by chronically shortened muscles and connective tissue. It pulls you more and more into that position. You're sitting at your desk, kind of leaning forward, your neck overextended. And then the body gets so used to it that if you now, by sheer will, I want to sit up straight, you might manage it, but you won't keep it long because the fascia have adapted and pull you back into your old posture. They keep pulling you back in again and the muscles just can't manage that. You need to retrain all of it. And once you do, we'll show you how you can stand up straight again on your own, comfortably and effortlessly without having to exert much effort.
So, and what's also interesting, I think, is that it's not that you shouldn't sit or stay seated. It's always about balance. For example, I've mentioned sitting here. Sitting also needs to be counterbalanced, and that's what we're going to show you now.
There are no wrong body positions and no wrong movements whatsoever. There are only positions and movements you do so often that they need balancing, which you don't know about. But we will explain and show you how to restore proper balance in your system. And then the body slips more and more into faulty postures. But now it's about getting out of the negative spiral and consciously and actively moving into the positive spiral. And exercise number 1 starts right away. We begin by straightening up because our arms are usually down and forward at the desk all day. So let's reverse that habit. And now we bring them up. Let's see how that works. It's best if you stand right here by the wall for this, so you can use the wall for support.
Okay.
I'll explain it, and Petra will do it. Could you stand about 1.5 steps away from the wall for just a moment for me, please? A little farther away. Now raise both arms upward. And very important, keep the arms parallel, and the elbows must be fully extended. Fully straighten your arms. And I'm telling you now, the body will keep repeatedly trying to bend to avoid the stretch. You need to stretch. Petra, stay just like that. If you can't get up as high as Petra, if you can only get up this far, then position yourself like this. And a few days later, you're here. And a few days later, you're here. And your body keeps straightening itself up more and more with each passing day. So, arms parallel. And now it's best to take 1 foot back. That way you can balance everything a bit better and stay more steady overall. And really important right now, don't push your belly forward. Not your pelvis forward, but rather your chest should be pushed forward, and then you'll immediately notice a much greater, deeper stretch. And then you keep slowly and steadily deepening the stretch for a full 2 minutes. You feel it in your arms, you feel it in your shoulder. So where do you feel it, Petra?
Mostly in my upper arms.
Upper arms, yeah. Wherever you feel it and go into that stretch pain as far as you can, just until it's nearly overwhelming. Don't push past it, then ease off. Still bearable. Then you're right in the most efficient intensity, the one that advances you fastest using the least possible effort. And taking the least amount of time overall, while still ensuring real progress. And then we want to strengthen what has been lengthened even while it's in that stretch position. This helps the muscle adapt even better to staying that way. And you do it like this. After 1 minute, start pressing hard against the wall with both hands, keeping your arms straight and steady. But your whole body stays perfectly still and doesn't move. You're just building up force. The more the better. Then you ease off, and afterwards you notice, oh, Now you can get a bit more into the stretch, a little deeper than before. And you do that now and then throughout the second 2 minutes, repeating it occasionally as you go and afterwards. That's vital in the Liebscher-Bracht exercises. Now release Petra. Turn to the camera, please. Then actively move yourself back into that exact same stretch and hold it there briefly. Now this gets stored in your brain, this new program for better posture. And at the same time, the muscles in the front and the back are talking about how best to position us optimally so the joints are properly taken care of and remain healthy. And then you step back out. That was exercise number 1. How was that for you? Can you feel how you came up?
Yeah, I always love it. But you probably did those exercises with me just now, right? Write in the comments how the Liebscher and Bracht exercises usually feel for you and how you experience them. And especially right now with that shoulder and back exercise we just did, how are you feeling?
Here comes the next one of our exercises, and specifically for anything that gets shortened when you sit and pulls you forward and actually drags us even more into that bad posture. We round like this and seen from the side like this, and that's exactly what ends up causing the poor posture. And if we now lift our arms up at a certain angle and straighten up, you'll see in a moment, you'll feel it in a moment, then we'll set the positive spiral in motion. Find a corner or use a door frame if you don't have one. And wherever you practice it, start with your arms horizontal. Keep going until the wall, then step 1 foot backwards. And then your arms lift up to about 30 degrees. And you move the top of your sternum, just like before, steadily further and further in the direction of the corner. And where do you feel it now, Petra?
It's always my upper arms and shoulders where I feel it the most.
You're probably feeling the same, but we're not doing the follow-along version right now. I'll just explain it to you, then you can practice it by yourself. And after about a minute, as you keep going deeper, keep the stretch pain just at the edge of what's still tolerable. Then after a minute, you actually start the strength training again immediately. So you press with both hands as hard as you can against the walls with all your strength, really hard, like you're trying to push the walls away with everything you've got. The harder you push, the more these new programs become strongly wired in your brain over time. Press really hard, even harder. Then you ease up, go further in. You repeat that now and then during the second minute. Then you step out of the corner, keeping your arms exactly at that angle. Watch out.
Watch out, watch out.
And pull your arms all the way back again and try not to arch your lower back too much. And really pull with your arms. Pull again, and lock it in so it really stays there. Muscles communicate with each other and then relax. And please write a comment about how you feel when you step out of the corner or out of the door frame and what you notice. You can really feel yourself straighten up a bit. And then we turn those stretches into an intentional command to maintain a straight posture. And now we don't approach the wall from the front, but rather from the back, staying about half a step away from the wall and leaning back gently against it. Make contact, really lean into it. You need to maybe move your feet a little more forward.
Forward now?
Yeah, so you can really push yourself back a lot more now. And now you start up at the very top of your neck, right up there. Keep contact with the wall and keep pulling your chin back, drawing it further toward your throat. Now your neck is slowly straightening and coming into better alignment. Keep pulling your chin back, letting your neck lengthen and straighten into alignment. Then hold your chin in that position and keep it there steadily. Keep your neck like that. Maintain the alignment, pull your belly button in toward your spine, and try to tuck your lower back slightly to flatten the lumbar curve. And then you'll notice that when you move the lumbar spine backward, the cervical spine wants to move forward, the chin wants to come forward and upward. You've got to stop that. Up here, this kind of stays pulled back and slightly tucked. And down below gets pushed the other way. And then you open your hands forward, palms facing forward. And carefully place your hands and arms on the wall. Then try to draw your shoulders a bit further back, very gently. So the chin goes back, the lower back goes back, and then the shoulders should move back and open a bit to broaden your chest slightly more. And you just hold that for 2 minutes and keep pushing against it, trying to press your shoulders into the wall, trying with your chin to reach your Adam's apple, maintaining steady pressure the whole time. Don't worry about a double or triple chin, we're not taking pictures. Then you push your lower spine back and maintain that steady tension throughout. 2 to 2.5 minutes, then you come out. And with this program, you'll notice day by day how your posture gradually straightens and how you feel noticeably better.
And since everyone wants good posture, you should definitely share this video with everyone you know right now.
Because they'll be happy and they'll thank you for sending it to them. They'll really appreciate it and be grateful.